My name is Lisa Arrico, and we're at the Danbury Hospital Research Institute.
The Danbury Research Institute is leading the nation in finding solutions to some of our biggest healthcare problems. Lisa Arrico is pioneering the development of a new kind of early detection test for colon cancer.
Yeah, so we're looking at the gut microbiome. So your microbes in your gut are usually beneficial. So they make vitamins, they help you digest food. But you can understand when that balance becomes off and shifted, certain disease processes can happen. So we're looking to study the differences in certain areas of your colon. Certain microbial populations are present. We're looking to study how they contribute to disease. And in particular, the study I'm working on is for colorectal cancer. Oh, good. So my father was a chemist. So right early on, we were used to tinkering around in the garage together, making all sorts of concoctions. So I've always been interested in science. And my brother went into medical school. Right. So I think that got me interested in science as well, because he used to talk about his experiences in college and what he was studying. He brought home lab rats. So I got very much interested in science from a young age. And then when I was about 13, I took a course in laboratory technology. So that was part of the school, and we got to dissect pigs, and that just was it. From that point on, I knew that biology and science, that's really what I wanted to study.
Exactly. And then you can open that one up.
We work as part of pathology. We're part of the pathology hospital over at the hospital with Dr. Fiedler. And there are 3 of us here. We just hired a new person, so there'll be a team of 4 of scientists in the lab. We all work on different projects. So I work on stool microbiome. We have another colleague of mine is working on another disease process called MGUS and trying to isolate those rare cells using our new RareSite instrument. And we have my other colleague is working on Lyme disease. Most of us here have been in science for quite a while, 15, 20 years. So we're pretty well versed in laboratory techniques and knowledgeable enough to help each other out. So it's a really nice environment. Everyone's really knowledgeable, very, very friendly, outgoing. It just makes it, a lot of fun. You're in it, girl. So we're using a study right now. We're dealing with patients that are coming for colonoscopy. So it's regular, healthy individuals. The tests that we have now that determine colorectal cancer mostly target the stool. And we think that may not be a best representation of what's going on in the entire colon. So the study that we're looking at now is looking at differences between liquid and solid stool and see if there's any differences in the microbiome. And if we can correlate that with any pathology that's seen on a colonoscopy, that might be a good indicator for us as a new test, maybe for an earlier detection for colorectal cancer. Sometimes, you'd be working on something here and you come up against a wall, a problem, and you think about it. And there are times when I go home and, go to sleep, not thinking about it. And sometimes when I get up in the morning and I'll be in the shower and it'll just come to me like, oh, we can try this, we can try that. So as I'm coming into work, I start thinking about my day. I start thinking about if there's any issues going on here as far as the experiments go. I really much enjoy troubleshooting. I love it when things work, but I almost like it better when things don't work, because then it gives me an opportunity to learn and to learn how to troubleshoot and to figure out why. And I think that's the driving force. I think that's what's exciting about science. Ultimately, you get your own personal satisfaction from solving a problem, but you look at the bigger picture and the tests that you're working on and that you develop, ultimately you're hoping that it will help somebody maybe in your family. So, that's a pretty neat idea when you think about it. You get your own personal satisfaction from it, but ultimately, what you do here, 2, 3, 4 years down the road could really help somebody, maybe somebody that you know.